I've watched in my lifetime America go downhill educationally. And I don't believe we went from the top of the world to one of the lowest educationally by chance. I want to know what happened. So as I was studying the Founding Fathers and that, I came across George Washington's farewell address. And in his farewell address he said, if you ever take religion, morality, and patriotism out of the classroom, you'll destroy the morals of your nation in one generation. So I wanted to set up a schooling program where you included religion, morality, and patriotism back in the classroom. When people ask me, why did you set up the school? I wanted to help the young people have a love for their Creator, a love for their families and a respect for them, and a love for their country. And I wasn't seeing it in many educational places. And so my wife and I decided to set up an academy, a private academy, where we would do the directing ourselves, and where we could have the parents in charge of education again. Every member of the faculty and all the administration have to have letters of recommendation, not accreditation, recommendation. I want the young people to love learning. I don't want them to get to the end of their school and say, I'm done, I'm going to throw my hat in the air, I've graduated, I won't have to do any more book reports, I won't have to learn anymore. I want the young people to love learning and say, oh, I can't wait to get this next one. I can't wait. I'm now graduating. I'm at the next starting point. Parents, especially mothers, they want their children to be safe, not only physically, but for what's being taught. Us guys are a little bit different. We're in a competitive world. And one of the number one questions that we're asked all the time by dads, will this kind of education make my kids weird? Going through this kind of education, can they compete in a real world? Is this worth the money? Give it a try for a little bit. Give it a try. We do not have year-long contracts that you have to pay so much money for every month. Think about what you want your children to become when they are old enough to have children of their own. What do you want them to have experienced and to learn? Do they have to have a good academics to graduate? Yeah. Academically, the kids, yes, they excel. Our youngest student that's graduated from our academy, age 14. She's now 20. I was with her family up in Idaho this last week. I said, how's she doing? Well, she's now working at the Primary Children's Hospital in Salt Lake. I said, age 20? Yeah. She went to the LDS Business School. She went to Utah State. She went to University of Utah and is enjoying life immensely. Our average graduating senior that can meet the requirements of graduation, the average age is 15 and a half. Isn't that thrilling? To be able to score that high on 22 subjects based on the GED and SAT tests. Parents have said, Dr. Kimber, where do we begin? May I say honestly, on your knees? You will receive, as moms and dads, the inspiration for your own children. But when you get through and receive whatever answer you receive, please remember that your Heavenly Father knows the children that He's given you the assignment to help raise. He knows them, He knows their needs. And He will inspire you on knowing what to do. And when that inspiration comes, do it. And if it's coming to the school, do it. If it's a financial difficulty, then let's work out ways for you to earn it to be able to have your children come. And because it's multi-denominational, we have people and materials from various churches that work out wonderful. We have a Book of Mormon class. We have a New Testament class for the students to participate in. Then we have the math classes, the science classes, the language arts classes, and then we close with the histories. For the first part of the year, we study the Old Testament world history. Then we study Middle East history, the second part of the school year. And then we have one half of the school year where we're studying every year American history, where they get to know the Constitution, Bill of Rights. They get to know application. The kids love it. The parents love it. But it's important that the parents be part of it. I am thrilled at the results of what's happening. I'm very honored that a number of years ago that our advisory board said we would be calling it the Glenn J. Kimber Academies. That was their decision, and I'm honored that they would